My name is Jane Shurry. I am the president of the Saskatchewan Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. As well, I am the CEO of the Museum and Hall of Fame. Since 1983, this organization has existed. The Saskatchewan Baseball Hall of Fame, it exists because of many of the Saskatchewan citizens who came to this province, brought the game with them, and baseball played a big role in the settling and development of Saskatchewan. And it is because of them that this museum and Hall of Fame exists. Then it started way back in 1879 when the very first recorded baseball game in the history of the Northwest Territories. It was played here on the grounds of where our national fort stands right now. It's about 2 kilometers from our museum. And that game was played on May 31st of 1879. The induction of the first class was in 1985. And each year these people are selected and are inducted. It's always the 3rd week in August. And as time proceeded, it was necessary to keep this history. And that is why we exist right now. And we know that Saskatchewan has had a lot of sports people that have made it in the major leagues. So that's part of why we need this baseball museum, so we can carry on and have this history available. The founder of the Baseball Hall of Fame was my husband, David Shurry. And so way back before he got involved in the early 50s, I was already involved because from that day on, it was baseball, which I loved, and I had played baseball and softball in my younger day. So I had a passion for it as well as Dave did. And when I retired, I have spent my days here to carry on with David's dream of having a museum. And he died in 2008. Oh, Dave was inducted into everything that he possibly could. He was inducted here in 1987. He was inducted into the Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame. And in 2002, he was inducted into the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. Yes, he was very involved with minor baseball and international baseball over the many decades. And that's his legacy. And it's a great legacy, which we hope we can carry on for decades to come, by having this history of the baseball and of Saskatchewan right here in Battleford. A group in Meadow Lake, they actually made a bat out of one tree. And this big bat, they used it for an event that they had in Meadow Lake. However, what happened after, many years, it fell apart, and that was the end of the bat. And what we figured happened was the sealing of that bat, it wasn't dry inside, because as I say, they made that out of one tree. And as a result, it just became nothing but splinters inside, and it broke. So Dave always wanted a bat, and we started a fund. It was to be the biggest bat in Saskatchewan. We weren't able to get this bat before Dave died, but we continued to pursue, and in 2014, we had the unveiling of the bat that you see out there. But we went a little step farther than the biggest bat in Saskatchewan. And with the manufacturers in Saskatoon, we decided we'd make it a little longer and be Canada's biggest baseball bat. That is the story, and as I say, 2014, we unveiled it right out here, right on the grounds of our museum. We always have been a great tourist attraction because there are a lot of people, and we've had tourists from various countries all over the world that have come here and have stated, you have a gem here in this, and so that makes us feel very good.
If you have program ideas that you'd like to see on MaxTV Local, email us at max.local@sasktel.com.